I'm late to pick up Sammy the Bull Gravano.
Set.
Not too much
And
because I
hit
gotta eat it.
Hit it. Hit it.
Just saying could get you buried. Don't look at him. He ain't gonna help you.
Yeah, that's good. So that's what I'll do. That'll be over there. When you say, no, you say there's a family secret, and I'll look at that. But there is a difference. Yeah, but there's a difference between a fighter and a killer. You get street fighters, beat guys up, and then they're killers, right? It's a very, very different thing, right? Yeah. When did you realize that you were that difference? So what if I said to you, I had a concrete company, and I go, you know what? I'm not paying you. I just say that.
When they're building a high-rise, there's that big gate that goes around the building.
Yeah, yeah.
The guy who controls that gate is a Teamster foreman. He's him. He's a thug. So let's use Trump's name. Trump don't give a shit. He is going to use this company that's not involved. So I say, okay, listen. Bobby Sasso's the president of the union. Bobby, I'm going to talk to my guy and mind your business. All right. Every truck that comes in, you're going to stop it. You're going to check his taillights, his brakes. If he's up to date, there's union dues. I want every truck to go through you, and you're doing your job by the book. In an hour and a half, Trump is calling up Bobby Sasso and saying, what the fuck you doing? I have 60 trucks lined up, concrete trucks and everything else that got to come in. They can't get in. Bobby Sasso's, what do you want me to do? The guy is doing his job. He's going by the book. Oh, by the way, who'd you buy the concrete from? I gotta be honest, I think it's my first hit. I knew it would come. I knew I was gonna do it. I watched the movie one time, and the guy's gonna kill somebody, and when he's doing it, or after he does it, he's sweating, he's scared, he's nervous. So I thought, watching that movie, that's what happens to you as a person, because killing is disgusting.
Yeah.
When I did my first hit, I was calm as a fucking cucumber. I didn't feel anything. And when I went home, I took a shower. I stood under the shower, my hands against the wall, the water running on my head, running over my body. And I'm waiting for this reaction to happen that I saw. It didn't happen. Wow. I went to bed after the shower, and I slept like a baby.
What I always say about Italians, people don't realize about Italians, especially Southern Italians, correct me if I'm wrong, is that Italians are very conservative people. And there's a way to do things and there's a way you don't do things. You didn't get divorced back in the day. Family was family.
So it's about your character of what kind of person you are. So my captain, Tato Arello, was telling me a story when I was a young pup coming up. And he said, I had a Gummada. Gummada is almost, you got a girlfriend who is equivalent to your wife. He's in a restaurant with his Gummada. And the old man, Carlo Gambino, comes in. He looks and he nods. They start eating. A guy gets up from the table and he comes over, big guy, and he walks over to Tato. Hey, Tato, how are you? This is Rosie? Rosie? Yeah, she's Rosie. Beautiful girl, beautiful girl. Tato, there's an empty chair over there. Go sit in the empty chair. And I was going to talk to Rosie. I'm a good friend of Tato, and he sits down. He occupies her. Tato walks over, and he's a captain, and he sits down right next to Carlo Gambino. And Carlo Gambino says, that's your Gummada? Yeah. She's a beautiful girl, really beautiful girl. You come here a lot with her? Yeah, once in a while. It's great food, great place. You come here with your wife? Yeah, once in a while. Yeah. What do you think they say? The waiters, the cooks, the owners. What do you think they say? Oh, nothing. They won't say nothing. No, of course they don't say nothing. They're afraid of you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about behind your back. Oh, your wife, she's a little older and this girl is so young and beautiful. Don't you think they compare or they make notes or talk? I never thought about it that way. It's human nature. And you never thought about it. No, not really. Do you love your wife? Yeah, of course I love my wife. Do you love me? Of course, Carla, of course I love you. I hope you don't love me like you love your wife. Because he's showing no respect for his wife. You love her, she is a beautiful girl. Go to fucking New Jersey. You're rubbing this right in your wife's face. That is Cosa Nostra, loud and clear. That's why we're not a gang. We're not this. We're completely different.
Wow, one of our highlights. From Parmigiana.
Ooh,
I'm making you a plate, Sam.
that looks good. Yeah. That really looks good. I got up the next morning. Girls were coming in because we were, clicking. Oh my God, they killed Joe Colucci last night. It's in the paper. I had literally an out-of-body experience that I felt they were all standing on the corner, guys, girls, everything. I felt I was above it, way above it, looking at them, mumbling and talking, and I realized that night and that day that I'm a fucking stone cold killer.
Get in my face. My son's a gangster. I gave him a jump rope. He's built for organized crime. I don't know what I'm gonna do. He's 6 years old. I'm like, look, you can jump rope. Look at this. And my son goes, I could. I could also fold it in half and whip the shit out of everybody I see.
It's stuck in me. I'm a gangster. Every fiber of my body, I'm a gangster.
You say that, most people think of this. A gangster's a guy who solves his problems with violence. Your life is a fucking adventure. You're living the kind of life that we watch in the movies. We're fascinated with guys like you.
Right.
We make movies about it. Is that a gangster? What is the philosophy behind a gangster?
I'm gonna go back years and years ago, before the Mafia began. Sicily was an island, a small island. The people were peasants, farmers. They had goats to drink milk. They grew crops. Rome had the power and the money. Other countries invaded to get to Rome. They invaded Sicily. They couldn't come like we do now with 50,000 troops. They came in boats of 100 or 50, 200 men at a time. Well, while they were there waiting to build up, they raped the women, they took their food, so they had no real protection. What they did is form clans.
Yeah.
The father, the sons, the brother, the cousin, the uncle, they're all from the same villages. The clan eventually became the Mafia. One day, there was a guy who was a leader of the pack, the clan.
Yeah.
So they went to him one day and they said, what they did last night, they raped Giuseppe's daughter. Who? Those two soldiers. If we let this go, all of our women will be vulnerable. We can't let it go. He made a decision. What we're gonna do is get those two soldiers. We're gonna kill them brutally, as brutal as we can. We're gonna cut off their cock and balls and jam it right down their fucking throat. People look at it, they'll know what happened.
Sicilians.
Don't fuck with our women.
Yep.
And they did it.
And they did it.
And they did it. The next day after that, they called the whole village out. And we're gonna line the 10 people up. if you, the town, don't tell us who did this, we're going to kill them all. And they were killed.
They killed him
They killed them all.
because they didn't say anything. Nobody spoke.
Nobody spoke. And nobody would speak because what they loved about their Don, their mafioso, they were protectors. And this is the price we had to pay.
Wow.
And then the soldiers said themselves, fuck these Sicilians, bro. They don't give a fuck if you kill them all. They're gonna do that to me. So I'm not doing that. Look, fuck these women. I'm not gonna touch them.
What I got in trouble for in school, I was a complete jackass.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And now, like I was a class clown. I get up in front of strangers and I tell fucking jokes and they pay me. Like, it doesn't get better than that.
Right.
I didn't have to be in the fucking mafia where I gotta kill dudes that I like and then go to jail for 20 years.
If you could handle it, this is the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
You keep that normalcy about you a little bit.
You got it. The secret is I don't think I'm better than my audience. That's the other thing. I don't give a fuck how famous you are. The minute you think you're smarter or better than people that you're performing for, you're lost. Because it's not true, because you're not.
Wow. Bryan, me and you gotta have a little sit down.
What's up?
What the fuck is in this yoki? It's out of this world. You're killing me with it.
That's a family secret.
Come on, family secret. It's out of this world. I've never tasted anything like this in my life.
You wanna know?
Yeah.
Gorgonzola cheese, cream, and a little pepper.
That's it?
That's it.
But you told me it was a family secret.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a recipe, so.
No, it's not a recipe. You told me it was a family secret. You said it was a family secret, and boom, you gave it up just like that.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying.
Just saying. Just saying got me fucking 8 years at Alcatraz. Just saying could get you buried real quick. Don't look at him. He ain't gonna help you. I'm only clowning. It's a recipe. I'm clowning with y'all. I'm joking. Look at his fucking face. He was scared to death. I think I should bury you.
Sammy the Bull Gravano. Thank you, pal.
On, man.
Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. I had a great time, and really, Bryan. I mean, the time I spent with you, I tell you, like I was 15 hours with Johnny Keys in a car. And I fell in love with him. I fell in love with you. It took 2 days, but you and your family and your wife and your partners and friends, really, I've had a great time.
I appreciate it,
Now
pal.
Really.
Yeah, now I gotta kill you. So it breaks your heart to have to take breath.
It's gonna be. Well, I'll do that in another video.
Yeah, we're gonna do that on Sammy's.
Sammy, I feel like you don't feel anything.
But
I feel like you're not
me and
feeling.
Sammy doing the hit.
I thought you said you love me. It's only
That's where
business.
this has to end.
It's just business,
Yeah.
Bryan. It's nothing I can do.
Yeah, it's gonna be fighter and the Sammy. Yeah. That's the whole plan.
love it.
Well, Sammy, we love you, man.
Sammy,
Thanks for
you're the
coming on,
best,
brother.
man.
You're the
Appreciate
best.
it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say my adios, motherfucker.
Yeah.